Shanley Pump and Equipment.
EDUR.
The LBU Multistage Centrifugal Pump from EDUR is ideally suited as a dissolved air flotation pump for adding dissolved air into clean and slightly polluted liquids. EDUR DAF technology incorporates enrichment of water with air using a multi-phase pressure-boosted pump, creating microbubbles for the removal of solids, oils, or grease from municipal or industrial wastewater. All EDUR LBU pumps for DAF applications in North America and spare parts are available for immediate shipment from Shanley Pump and Equipment. Pump disassembly. This is an instructional disassembly video for the EDUR LBU pump. This video is for pump sizes 403, 602, and 603. Before starting the disassembly of your EDUR LBU pump, if you have any questions, we recommend that you contact the Shanley Pump sales engineer for an immediate response. If the pump has been in service, we recommend that you have flushed and drained the pump of all pump mediums and have a sturdy workbench on which to work. Tools required for the EDUR LBU centrifugal pump: a rubber mallet, small snap ring pliers, 2 flathead screwdrivers, 2 24mm wrenches, a 13mm wrench, a 10mm wrench, a 3/8 inch Allen wrench, a small flat-bladed screwdriver, and a pair of side cutters. Set the pump on a workbench vertically with the motor on the bottom and the pump on the top. Remove the pump guard by unscrewing the 2 bolts using a 10mm wrench. Remove the 4 pump casing tie rod bolts and washers with 2 24mm wrenches. Remove the pump suction casing, tapping gently with a hammer if it remains stuck, and remove the O-ring from the suction casing. Warning: if your pump is stainless steel, it has a silicon carbide sleeve bearing on the end of the pump shaft as well as inside the suction casing. Be advised that these silicon carbide sleeves are extremely fragile. Take care not to damage the shaft sleeve as you remove the impellers, stage casings, and discharge casing. The first impeller is designed to float on the shaft and should slip off the pump shaft. If it does not, you can use 2 of the 13mm bolts from the shaft coupling, which are removable through the pump window, and thread them into the threaded holes in the impeller to assist in lifting the impeller off of the shaft. Using needle nose pliers or side cutters, remove the impeller key from the pump shaft. Remove the stage casing followed by the casing O-ring. Remove the next impeller as well as the next key. The LBU 403 and LBU 603 have 3 impellers and 3 stage casings. The LBU 602 will have 2 impellers and 2 stage casings. Remove all impellers, stage casings, O-rings, and keys until the mechanical seal is exposed. Use a pair of small snap ring pliers to remove the snap ring from the shaft that holds the rotary face of the mechanical seal in place. You can now pull the retainer and rotary face of the mechanical seal off of the pump shaft. If needed, use 2 flat-bladed screwdrivers to assist in removing the rotating half of the mechanical seal. Unbolt the pump discharge casing from the motor using a 3/8 inch Allen wrench. Remove the discharge case from the motor. If it will not loosen, tap it with a rubber mallet to loosen it from the motor flange. Use 2 flathead screwdrivers to act as wedges if necessary. Lift the pump casing off of the motor flange. Take care not to damage the silicon carbide sleeve or stationary face of the mechanical seal as it slides up the shaft. Once the casing is removed, place it on the workbench. The stationary face of the mechanical seal can now be removed from the pump discharge casing with a flat-bladed screwdriver. Loosen and remove the 4 coupling bolts and washers using a 13mm wrench. The pump shaft will now separate from the motor half of the coupling. If the shaft needs to be replaced, loosen the set screw in the coupling half and press the shaft out of the coupling half with a press. Check the LBU shaft and all other parts for wear and replace if required. The EDUR LBU pump is now completely disassembled. The motor half of the coupling will remain on the motor shaft and does not need to be removed unless you are replacing the motor. If you need to remove it or have any questions about or require spare parts for the repair of your EDUR LBU pump, please feel free to contact us for an immediate response at www.shanleypump.com or call 847-439-9200. We always have complete pumps and all spare parts in our inventory ready to ship the same day.